All the big boys in action in the Premier League today, all of them winning, but for Spurs, who lost 2-0 at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. We'll focus on that game a little later on, but it seems to make sense that we start at the top of the table. Yesterday, we were talking about the fact that this could be a banana skin for Liverpool, struggling in front of goals, but they absolutely thrashed Watford 5-0 right out the traps. They got that early goal, Craig, and they didn't look back, did they?
No, and they absolutely needed this because as much as they had lots of possession at Old Trafford at the weekend, against a United side that they were dropping like flies. All the key players were dropping injured, and they were bringing people on. Lingard come on, he went off injured. Yet they could have still been playing at Old Trafford now. I don't think they would have scored. They got poor deliveries from the wide positions, which they improved on today, particularly with Trent Alexander coming back in the side. 2 crosses for the Mane goal. And that's a big part of Liverpool's game. Getting the full-backs forward, getting good delivery into the box, and to beat a Watford side that are an excellent Watford side at this point in the season, when they probably knew that Man City were going to take care of West Ham, although that was tight, but they would have thought that's 3 points. So the pressure was really on them. That was a big, big performance and result.
What I always think is telling these Liverpool games, if they get that early goal, they just seem to be off. Like, the shackles are off and then that's fine. There was no looking back, and that was certainly the case today.
Yeah, without question. This is a performance I think Liverpool fans have been waiting for quite some time as they started over the last 4 or 5 weeks. And without Bobby Firmino, you just wondered, is this kind of the team that Liverpool's title challenge really becomes unstuck, especially given some of the statements by Jurgen Klopp after that Old Trafford game. Yeah, they get the goal, they double down on that, and they don't look back. And it's a performance and a result that I think everybody in the red side of Liverpool have been waiting for, have been yearning, and I think can prove the foundation for them to push on between now and the end of the season, because things were starting to look like they'd truly come unstuck.
Is this one of those results where it's going to blip over? Right, we can kick on now, boys. Is it that?
Well, I think that's what you would say in the dressing room.
Right.
Because players know. Players know. They'll come in after the United game. They would have been saying, like, they wouldn't have been patting themselves in the back, saying, "Hey, great point." You know what I mean? We were saying, we've missed a chance here.
Yeah.
We haven't played well. We didn't do this well. We didn't do that well. We didn't take advantage of. We didn't play with enough pace and precision that we normally do. So you're looking for a response. As a player, as a senior player in particular, you're looking for a response in the next game, and you're looking to put a run of results together, particularly at home, against a good side in Watford, who I thought were going to be a much bigger potential banana skin than clearly they were. And that's credit Liverpool. So they've got Bayern Munich coming up soon. It's what's going to be most important. Can they carry the 2 competitions all the way through to the end? That's the big question.
Meanwhile, Manchester City just won't go away, will they? Like a bad smell, they continue to haunt Liverpool with that 1-0 win over West Ham. Manchester City, much the better side over the 90 minutes, but in the end it was a controversial call, a penalty that was awarded in the second half that Aguero converted that proved to be the difference. A penalty, Shaka, which you disagree with?
Yeah, I don't think it was a penalty. Not just a soft penalty, it simply wasn't a penalty. Bernardo Silva goes down just because he had a crowd around him, and I thought the referee was in a great position to make the call. Absolutely fluffed his lines. I questioned West Ham coming into this game, but in fairness, Pellegrini at times has had this team very well organised, particularly defensively. You knew, well, from the shades of this game that West Ham were looking for a point, probably could have gotten a whole lot more had Andy Carroll taken his chance early on. And then despite the pressure, despite the possession, I thought West Ham equipped themselves particularly well. And in the end, it was an awful call. That was the difference between the two.
Given the back in West Ham, Pellegrini will do a good job. Probably next year you'll see a big difference. But they're not the story. I suppose him going back to his old club as well was a little bit of a story here. But Man City, Guardiola will be like, I don't care. Penalties, we've had decisions going against us. I don't care if we win 1-0 or 5-0. We've got Stones out, we've got Laporte out, we've got
Fernandinho, obviously.
Fernandinho's out. They've got other injuries. Nobody will feel sorry for them because they've spent billions. But it all ratchets us up. And so he'll be like, we'll take it. I thought this was going to be at least 3 or 4.
Right.
So the only surprise to me is it was as close as it was, and there was obviously a disputed penalty call that didn't look like a penalty. But at least we know now we've got a clear 2-horse race to the end.
Oh my goodness.
Nothing else. No Tottenham. No, can Tottenham? No. No, this is Man City and this is Liverpool. It's Champions League football for both, and it's Premier League head-to-head to the end of the season now. It's who can stand up.
Yeah.
And City have got the better squad, but at the moment, Liverpool obviously in pole position.